Hello and welcome to episode 64 of the ABC podcast. My name is Alex and I'm joined by a whole slew of people. We have Brandon, of course, and we also have Robyn coming back, Catherine coming back really soon, and for the first time ever, John Paul.
Greetings.
So John Paul is my younger brother, 16 years old. And single, so...
Do you think we have a large enough fan base where we can find him somebody like this?
I don't know. So yeah, this is a special episode of the podcast being recorded 2 days after we recorded episode 63. So that's exciting stuff. By the time you are hearing this, and by you I mean myself primarily, I will be a married man, and that is a weird thought.
I'll be married too, obviously.
Oh, well,
yeah.
So yeah, got the gang together to put up something for next weekend while we're all partying. Because, it's going to be kind of busy. You're not going to have time to record. So,
I still say we can record during the reception. You and I just sneak into a corner and we just pull up the microphone and we just start talking.
Yeah.
No.
It's not a bad idea.
You could do a special live dispatch.
That is true. That's true.
You could do a live Twitter feed.
Okay.
Just Periscope the wedding.
Yeah.
No. You know how long it would take to hold that thing the whole time?
Should we could probably borrow a GoPro from one of John Paul's friends.
So, anyway, our show today is a little bit different than usual. It's going to be two main segments. First one, as is usually with the special episodes, is a discussion. And so I figured that since we're recording this for the sake of a wedding, that we could talk about weddings in movies. The good, the bad, the funny, the ugly, and everything in between. I think wedding makes for good fodder in movies. If it's the main subject of the movie, that's what it leads up to, or if it's a good backdrop. I think I like a good wedding in a movie. So, I'll kick it off. One of my favorite movies featuring a wedding is Father of the Bride.
Oh, interesting.
Classic. With Steve Martin, not Chris Martin. And, the lady from According to Jim. I don't know her name.
Fun fact, her name is Kimberly Williams Paisley. She's married to country music singer Brad Paisley because he saw her in that movie and was like, that's the woman that I'm going to marry. And he worked his angles and met her at a party and they ended up getting married.
I don't know how I feel
That's
about
crazy.
that.
It's a little creepy, but it's cute because they're both famous.
Yeah.
I guess. If that was any other situation, I don't know if it would work the same way.
Agreed, but,
I know, you're right. You're
kind
right.
of romantic.
They've been together for 15 years.
Dang.
They have a couple kids. As far as I know, everything's still Gucci there. So.
So yeah, Father of the Bride. I haven't seen it in a while.
And how could you forget Diane Keaton?
Oh yeah.
SMH.
Sorry. Haven't seen it in a while, but I know it's very funny. There's a lot of wedding-themed hijinks. Martin Short is also probably the best part of that movie. And the sequel too, probably. Yeah. It's kind of weird for him to do a French accent, but I mean, obviously he pulls it off.
Well, he's Canadian, so he probably knows a lot of French people.
Okay. It's good to know.
You've seen the O Canada video at Disney World? Come on.
I haven't been to Epcot in 10 years.
SMH.
Church.
Lagging behind.
Yeah, that's all I have to say about Father of the Bride, I think.
I thought you were going to say Princess Bride.
That is another good one.
For your bachelor party, I tried to rent out a theater at Studio Movie Grill, which you can do, so that we could play video games on the TV and watch The Princess Bride, but it was giving me $5,000.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Crazy.
no.
Yeah, The Princess Bride is another really good one. Very funny, but the context of the wedding itself is very dark.
Right.
So,
True.
yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. But other than that, my parents were watching it a couple nights ago on TV, And I went downstairs to go grab some dessert, and I caught a couple scenes, and I just love that movie to death. Like, I think that I've seen that movie more than any other movie.
More than Law Abiding Citizen.
Definitely more than Law Abiding Citizen.
More than Fight Club?
Definitely more than Fight Club.
I've actually seen that movie a lot, too. It's like...
Oh, Jamal, have you ever seen that?
What?
Fight Club? Do you know the twist?
No.
Alright. Well, the day I turned 17, Alex was like, you can't do anything today until you watch this movie with me. And John Paul turned 17 in yonder 2 weeks. So, that is our plan for that day as well.
Yep.
Anyway.
But yeah, Princess Bride, super love that movie. If I had to, I'm trying to think, like, what other movie might contend for me having seen it the most. Honestly, it might be The Little Mermaid. That
makes sense.
That is, yeah, just because you watched it a bazillion times, and I feel like I was in the room a lot. Maybe Toy Story? I don't know. Yeah.
Well, The Little Mermaid also has a wedding in it.
Oh, yeah.
At the very end.
Mm-hmm. Spoilers.
I tried to find someone to make a rainbow at the end of your wedding, but couldn't. Couldn't find anyone.
Bridesmaids is an obvious one. One of my favorite movies.
I still
that wedding's crazy.
That movie for me, it was just okay.
Yeah, me too.
What?
I love that movie.
Yeah, I think it's part of the females thing.
Maybe, because when I saw it,
hilarious.
Maybe because I thought I was expecting to laugh a lot more. And there were parts where I did laugh, but not as busting out.
The plane scene is so funny. Like, it never gets old.
Help me, I'm poor.
I definitely relate to that a lot.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
One
the
movie-
proposal. Oh, I'm sorry.
One movie that's slept on is Eloise at Christmas Time. That has a wedding in it.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Who gets married?
The bellhop and the owner's daughter. It's like she went away to boarding school and they had a fling when they were 16.
Oh.
And she comes back to marry this rich guy, but he turns out to be
a jerk.
No, he's a money launderer.
Oh.
And Eloise
Exposes him.
yeah. And then the bellhop and the daughter
This
get
movie
married.
sounds lit.
It's really
Oh my
good.
God.
It's actually a really good movie. A little bit of a tearjerker too at times.
That just reminded me of Night at the Roxbury, when one of the brothers, I think it's Will Ferrell, is supposed to get married to Molly Shannon's character, and then the other brother comes in and stops the wedding, and then the one dude who's the weightlifter or whatever, I know he's a semi-famous actor, I just don't know his name, but then he comes in, he's like, hey, I'll marry her, and then they get married after having not discussed it. Is really weird.
That reminds me of Wet Hot American Summer. When
Molly
Shannon leaves her husband for a 9-year-old.
Oh, that was... Oh my gosh.
What?
Yeah, so...
Wait, was that in the movie or the TV series?
No, this is in the movie.
Okay.
Because in the TV series, you go back and you finally meet
Ron,
who turns out to be Asian, which was a good twist. I really appreciated that. Yeah. Oh, because actually, the very end of the movie Wet Hot American Summer, you do meet Ron. He comes into the talent show, and it's Judith Friedlander, very young Judith Friedlander. Yeah. And then Molly Shannon's like, no, I'm actually leaving this time, and all the kids tear for her. But then in the TV series, I believe he gets replaced with an Asian character.
No, but Judith Friedlander's definitely in that too. Because she has a thing with a bunch. She goes to the library to do some research, and she meets the guy from Fresh Off the Boat. Yeah, he's in it, and and they get romantically involved, and she gets romantically involved with somebody else too in this show.
Is it another 9-year-old?
I don't remember.
Me neither.
That was so
I should
weird.
watch the show again.
There's another wedding actually between Bradley Cooper and that other
Michael
dude.
Ian Black.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
That's
in the movie.
Yeah, that was so out of left field for me.
I loved that. Well, because they're playing in the beginning of the movie Amy Poehler's character doesn't know that Bradley Cooper's gay, but then she officiates their wedding ceremony. It's a great movie. Oh, so what I was going to say is that Bridesmaids remind me of another movie called Bride Wars, I think.
I've seen that.
It's like
I've never
Anne
seen it.
Hathaway and Kate Hudson, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
And I think this is a trope that comes up in a lot of other wedding movies, especially ones that are more female-oriented. Ends up pitting two female characters against each other for a large majority of the plot, and I find that annoying. Just on a more general level. I think that trope is kind of overused.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Brandon, you haven't said anything.
Because I've been thinking really hard about this, and I don't really have a lot of a lot of knowledge of wedding movies. Because the one that comes off the top of my head was Bridesmaids, and that's really the only one I've seen. But there is one wedding which I really do like in one movie, and it's kind of unorthodox, but I don't know. For me, it's probably my favorite wedding scene. It's in the Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, when in the final battle, when they're in like the big maelstrom,
right? And
then Will Turner and Elizabeth Swann, they're fighting, and they said, "Hey, we never got our wedding, so let's get married right now." Yeah. I just realized it because that whole movie they were having problems, and then finally Will's like, "Yeah, I do want to get married." So in the middle of this giant battle with this whirlpool going on, they get Captain Barbossa to officiate the wedding as captain. And the whole time they're like fighting everybody, they're shooting people, there's like stuff going around everywhere. And he just basically officiates the wedding, and he says, you can now kiss. And they start kissing in the middle of this giant battle. And I don't know, I really, really like it.
Yeah, no, that's a good choice.
Like literally whenever people say, what's your favorite wedding scene? That's like, I didn't want to bring it out too soon because I feel like I've been judged.
What about the proposal? You watched that?
They don't get married.
That's
though,
a great
do
one.
they?
There's a wedding
scene.
And they are implied to have gotten married by the end because they still have
that's
their
true.
interview.
Yeah. That movie's great.
That actually made
Betty White.
Yes, amazing.
Hilarious.
She's great.
I wanted to play that song that they sing when they're in their room. What is it? I just lost it. It takes two to make a thing go around at the wedding, but he said no.
What?
I was like, that song is so funny.
That's a great one. I mean, I would have done To the Window, to the Wall.
Yeah, I don't know how that would have gone over with like the grandparents.
Fair enough.
Grandma would have just like.
Our grandma doesn't speak English, so she wouldn't have been bothered. But all of Robyn's family.
Oh, she added me on Facebook.
I know. I got that I got a notification as well. Yeah, it was shocking. As far as we know, she knows about 5 words in English. Including Diet Coke and VCR.
She's so cute.
So you were saying about the proposal.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that made like an IndieWire top 25 romance movies since the turn of the century.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Ooh, what is that movie? The one with the twins?
The Parent Trap?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 2 weddings in that movie.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
Well, I guess the
and
beginning
an
isn't
engagement.
technically a
Well,
wedding.
they show it, the
They
reception
just show like the very end of it.
on the boat.
No, I guess there's kind of 3. Because the credits scene has the pictures from them getting married.
Right.
Again,
Well,
too.
what's the other one?
Don't they make it to... Oh, no, Meredith leaves before.
Yeah.
Never mind.
She's the woke.
She was the woke. Apparently that, like, kind of ruined her career.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dang. When we were talking about the... Oh, when y'all were floating off, I was like, I'll just leave you like they do in The Parent Trap. And he was like, that's just not okay. She could have died. That was too extreme. I was like, I thought it was hilarious.
I stand by
She
that
could
statement.
not have died. That wasn't that big of a lake.
How would she have
Also,
died?
I'm sure she would.
She rolled off while she was sleeping, and
And then
didn't
she
wake
would
up.
have woken up?
You don't know that.
Yeah, you would have.
Okay, this is not Inception, where if you knock someone in the water, they automatically wake up.
That's pretty
It's
much
common
how
sense.
human sensation works.
We'll try it tonight. We'll
we'll
some
drag
water
you
on
out
you.
into the pool.
The pool that we don't
Just
have.
bring
in
the
our
mattress
backyard.
all the way down to the...
Okay.
We could fit it in the back of your car.
Alright.
Alright, well, do us a favor. Sleep on an air mattress outside. Sleep on an air mattress.
Already in your car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, we'll set it up tonight, Jeff. He said yes. And all of you listening are witnesses. We'll post it on Twitter
1
and
week from now.
Instagram. Anybody seen Rent?
No.
Just that one stage version.
Oh, good time.
Yeah.
That is not exactly a wedding. It's a commitment ceremony, but also one of the most iconic wedding seasons.
Well, yeah, because I
of
mean,
all
it
time.
was when did Rent come out? Like 20 years ago, right?
The movie or the
Like the original run.
musical?
Yeah.
94, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
What? Well, it was
Uh,
before Jonathan Larson died, obviously.
I think a very underrated musical that I really never hear anyone talk about is Seven Brides for Seven Brothers,
Mm-hmm.
which I enjoy.
You know what?
A lot.
I actually know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
just
know it
told
too
me
well,
about
but
it.
I know it in
Classic.
passing.
Yeah. I enjoyed that movie a lot. So that's another good.
Never seen it.
Another good wedding.
Actually, I have never seen it.
You
either.
know,
I think y'all own it, right?
Yeah.
a good
Well, we might have gotten rid of it, but
another movie that has a wedding, a very minor wedding, is Fantastic Four.
the second
one?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and then Stan Lee shows up and he's like, "I'm on the list."
That's a good movie.
That's debatable.
Really?
It's the Silver Surfer. That's like the better one.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Better than you think the first one was better?
Yes.
The first one was Chachi.
Okay.
Anyway, before Jean Paul interrupted me, for those who have seen Rent, Idina Menzel plays Maureen, and she is cray. She gets married in that. Well, she doesn't exactly get married, but she has an engagement ceremony. And then in another musical called If Then, she does get married, and the song is really, really sweet. And I was going to send it to you guys the other day. Just thought you would like it.
In Frozen, Idina Menzel is in there, and there's technically no wedding, but there's talk of a wedding, which was like the most unrealistic part of that entire movie, which is saying something since it's about ice magic.
Wait,
What?
how is that the most unrealistic part?
When Anna and what's his face?
Prince, what?
Yeah,
Hans.
when he tries to
Prince Hans of the
seduce
Seven
her,
Islands.
and she falls for it in like 5 minutes.
She's
Well, it's
like
because
never
she's been
met
segregated
a
from like.
man before.
I know. I don't know. I have a lot of issues with Frozen, and that was one of them.
Interesting.
But I'm no talking moose, no magical.
He doesn't talk.
He doesn't talk.
Yeah.
I meant a talking snowman,
Well, I mean, he says things in mooseness and
Also, he's a
whatever
reindeer.
his face
like in
Kristoff,
Chewbacca language.
right?
Like,
can understand him.
I'm just really that's your biggest issue with that movie.
One of, yes.
What's your other biggest issues with that movie?
The fact that Elsa goes into the mountains and immediately has control over her powers and makes an ice palace after about 10 minutes of unleashing them.
Because she's harnessed in her natural habitat.
Whatever. This is not an episode of the Sincast. We're not going to say everything wrong with Frozen. That's not what we're here for. Talking about weddings, and Frozen doesn't even have a wedding in it. So,
Okay, what about some other classic Disney movies that
Oh.
have weddings?
Is there a wedding in Cinderella?
Isn't it like in one of the... Time out.
so yeah, I'm pretty sure I've only seen Cinderella like one time. So there might be a wedding like at the very end between Cinderella and the prince. And then same for like Snow White. I think I've seen that once. There might be a wedding there. Beauty and the Beast I've seen more than once. But
I don't think there's a
yeah, I
wedding.
don't think there is.
I love Beauty and the Beast. It's my favorite.
Pocahontas, I don't think there's a wedding.
Somebody almost gets their head chopped off.
Yeah, true. Mulan, there's no wedding.
My big fat Greek wedding.
Never seen it.
I haven't seen that.
I saw it. It was good. We own it. We did at the apartment.
Mm.
R.I.P. apartment.
The Little Mermaid. Oh, we already said The Little Mermaid. Aladdin, there's no wedding.
Yeah.
There isn't?
No.
I haven't seen Aladdin in so long. It's not in
So
Mulan,
it's
right?
my favorite one.
No, we already. I just said
I'm
Mulan.
sorry.
You would know that if you weren't on your
I'm
computer.
looking at movies with them.
Treasure Planet doesn't have a wedding.
I don't know why. I don't know why
Unfortunately.
it would. Because there's no like.
Yeah, because the scientist dude and
Oh,
the
him?
ship captain, they get together and they,
They
have
do.
kids.
Okay.
So
I thought you meant with Jim. I'm like, I don't think
Oh,
there was anybody with Jim.
no,
You know
no.
what movie has a wedding in it?
Are you gonna tell me? Oh, 101
Yes.
Dalmatians has a very brief wedding.
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
Isn't there a dog wedding in that?
I guess.
The Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn.
Oh,
There's a
Lord.
wedding.
Oh yeah. Actually, yeah. You're right.
They get married.
Yeah, that's
And then they
true.
have a little creepy baby. Spoilers.
It's a vampire baby.
The only thing I remember about the wedding is Anna Kendrick being there and being very sassy.
Yeah.
In what movie?
Twilight.
Breaking Down the first
Oh
one.
my
Whatever.
gosh, I didn't even realize she's in that movie.
Yeah,
she's
so
in
I
all
just
of them.
I know, I just
Yeah.
connected it though. She's the annoying one.
Yeah.
Man, when you have those moments where you realize someone's in a movie
Mhm.
and you're like, I didn't even put that together.
Star
Yeah, she's
Wars
super annoying in
2.
the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
Very end.
That is one of my favorite, I've said this before, but one of my favorite songs in all of Star Wars. And
Yeah.
there's amazing music in Star Wars,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Across the Stars, the love theme between Anakin and Padme
Yeah.
is one of the best.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steel
it's-
Magnolias. Have you seen that?
Oh. Wait,
It's
just
depressing.
back up 1 second.
I'm sorry,
If
I'm
you've
sorry.
never listened to Across the Stars, it's really good music to fall asleep to because it's very soothing.
Mm.
So, yeah. No, I've never seen Steel Magnolias.
It's so depressing, but it's so good that there's a wedding in it.
Okay.
The Vow.
Never seen it.
Oh my gosh, what? We've never watched that together?
Nope.
27 Dresses. There's like 5 million weddings in that.
Is that the one
movie.
Also
with,
never seen
what's
it.
her name?
Katherine Heigl.
Yeah.
Yeah, where she's a bridesmaid like every 5 minutes.
Katherine Heimdall.
I don't get it.
It's okay.
Oh, what's that movie where they're brothers? Mike and Dave need a wedding date.
Never seen it.
I just saw it.
I know.
It was good.
What about that movie? What's it called? The Wedding Crasher?
Oh,
Crasher?
yeah.
Yeah.
How did I not think about Wedding Crashers? That's a really funny movie.
Monster-in-Law.
Never seen it.
Really? Apparently there's a movie called Bride and Prejudice. Never heard of it.
That's clever.
Actually, kind of is. I like it.
Oh,
I like
Maid
it.
of Honor with McDreamy.
Oh, with Patrick Dempsey.
Dempsey.
Dempsey. Yeah, so he's best friends with this woman,
Uh-huh.
and he's like in love with her, but she's dating this dude. He never gets his shot, and they get engaged, and she asks him to be her maid of honor.
Ooh.
And I don't know, like I've never seen it. I don't know what happens, but I think like he
Yeah, I
does
think
the
they get
whole
together.
stop the wedding. Oh, that reminds me of another movie with a wedding. Shrek, the first one.
Yeah, you're right.
I guess technically there's 2 weddings in there because there's Fiona and Farquaad, their wedding,
Oh,
which is what I was
yeah.
thinking of.
Yeah.
And then I guess they get married in the first
Yeah, they
one,
do.
like at the very end.
They do. In
Um,
the swamp, right?
Yeah.
Meet the Parents.
Wait, I wasn't done with
Oh,
Shrek.
I'm sorry.
I've also never seen Meet the Parents.
What? Or Meet the Fockers or anything like that?
Nope.
Oh, those
I've
are
seen.
good movies.
I saw the third one. I didn't see the other two.
Little Fockers?
Yeah.
Those are good movies.
I believe it. I just never watched them.
We'll have to do that.
But Shrek, the first one, so they're like going to what's the name of his city? It's
I have no idea.
Dulot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they get into Dulot and they see the giant cathedral, and Donkey tells him, like, Shrek's about to bust in, and Donkey tells him, like, you have to wait for them to say, does anyone object to this union? And Shrek goes, like, why? And he's like, he doesn't understand. He's like, because that's just the way things are. Like, you just have to do it. And so then they stand there, and Shrek throws him, because the only way to see is the giant window at the top, and so Shrek throws him up there while they're trying to
Oh, I remember that, yeah.
to get in there, and he finally goes in.
Because like
And
Donkey
then-
almost missed it.
Yeah, they actually don't say that at weddings.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying.
And then,
So that's not going to be at your wedding? Like, we're not going to have an option to object?
yeah. So that's
Oh, you
that's
gave it
Shrek.
away. Are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh. What's up, you guys?
Sorry, we've had some interruptions, but we're also in a time crunch, and the clock is ticking down. So this train isn't stopping, and now we've totally broken the fourth wall on recording. So whatever.
What's the problem? I think we do that all the time.
I don't think so.
Sometimes we do.
Maybe.
John Paul is asking what is the fourth wall.
Oh.
No, Brandon asked what the fourth wall was.
What?
That's fake news.
For those who don't know, it is a literary term for
She really
the
is your
idea
sister.
that the idea that the people in a performance or in a work of art are contained within the work of art, and if you break the fourth wall, you're acknowledging that you're in an art piece or a
I feel like that's the whole
Performance.
point of a podcast.
I know, yeah, because you're
talking
directly
to
talking
the
to
audience.
your audience.
Yeah, I would agree.
Like having
that
a conversation with your
like,
audience.
The
Yeah.
fourth wall was started, just destroyed.
I feel like now we're gonna go into like meta mode and it's gonna really talk about this.
Anyway, weddings.
Yeah, so I think a really big classic one that we've overlooked thus far is The Runaway Bride. which
Really?
I don't think I've
Yeah.
seen that.
Interesting.
what?
I would not have seen that as your type of movie, especially considering that Robyn hasn't seen it, so it's not like she made you watch it or
Yeah.
anything.
No, I watched it when I was in high school,
Okay.
and
And what did you think of the follow-up on, what's it called? Oh my gosh, Pretty Woman.
well, they're not like connected, right?
No, but
Right.
that's the only reason that Runaway Bride got made,
Really?
pretty much.
I think I liked Pretty Woman better than Runaway Bride.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
much more interesting characters,
Mhm.
both of them, I think.
Um,
So why do you regard it as a classic then?
Well, just because the idea of the Runaway Bride is so, I don't know,
Classic.
I guess. I don't know. I just keep telling Robyn that she's gonna run out on me at the altar.
I don't have the energy to run.
Well, I believe she takes a horse
Uh,
in The Runaway Bride, so...
No, I'm good.
But the whole point of The Runaway Bride is that none of the other of the husbands ever ran after her. So, and then Richard Gere does. So
Spoilers.
all you have to do is, if Robyn decides to hightail it.
But I'll be in that tuxedo. They're not
Oh
very-
my god.
this is why I told you.
I
don't
know
We needed
the penguin suits,
we needed the penguin suits.
I know.
I'm not gonna get anywhere in that dress. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna be like,
You just
I'll
like
just fall
slide
down
down,
the aisle,
like
like, I'll start
the
running
aisle
into
after her.
like in Bridesmaids when she drops when she has to poop. Except I won't be pooping. I'll just drop because I'll be out of exhaustion because of the dress.
Does
That was a
Up,
weird scene.
does Up have a
Yes,
wedding in it?
it does.
That's what I thought.
Brief wedding, and then that's right before they punch you in the gut.
I hate that movie.
Yeah, why is that comes up
It's so
all the time on
depressing.
this show? I think
It's
I think
so
It's
every,
me.
every time you're on this podcast, I think we talk about Up.
Yeah.
Because I hate it so much.
No, her.
Oh.
It's
Why?
too depressing.
It's such a good movie.
It's
too
not
depressing for me.
depressing.
It's a sad movie.
It's not.
When
Only
people
the
die,
beginning
I'm
is
sad.
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
But at the
it
end,
makes me
it's
sad. And then they keep reminding you about it. I'm like, I get it. She died. Stop making me sad.
That's the way life works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like she was young when she died.
Yeah.
Like, they had a nice
It's
long
still
marriage.
sad.
Okay. What else? What else?
Are we doing just movies right now, or are we eventually going to go?
Oh yeah, if you have like a TV show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, then yeah. There's plenty to go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
On Parks and Rec, does Leslie get married on?
Hey,
Yeah.
no
I'm
spoilers.
not, what?
No spoilers.
Oh, have you not finished it?
That's not.
No, he's seen every episode.
I didn't-
Except for the last season.
He's
No, but I'm saying-
shocked that Robyn hasn't.
No, I
that
have-
she
No.
forgot.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying I know they're married. I didn't know if the wedding was on there. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember they have it in the office.
Oh yeah, is Anne's wedding on? Not Anne.
They don't.
No,
she doesn't get
not
married.
Anne.
They
April
do
and
get
Andy.
married.
April and Andy. Is their wedding on it too?
Yeah, it was at their
Okay.
house.
Which is like...
Oh yeah, I remember.
I remember seeing it and I thought this is the weirdest thing that's happening, and I really would not support this, but at the same time, I really dug it at the same time. And I was like, you know what? I'm cool with this, because it's April and Andy. I'm totally fine. Game of Thrones.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
not go there.
I don't watch that show.
Yeah, I don't watch that show either.
Just between you and me, though.
Yeah, no.
Like, almost nothing good happens on that show.
No.
So whenever weddings happen, it's just nah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I think everyone knows about, what was that, the end of season 2? This is the Red
3,
Wedding.
I think.
Everyone knows
Yeah.
how bad that went.
One wedding that didn't happen but was supposed to is Arrow last season.
Spoilers.
You caught up.
No, I know, but he isn't.
Oh.
Wait, not on this current season, but the last one.
Yeah, season 4.
Oh, okay, so I'm fine. I knew that.
Yeah, so there's no wedding. So
Oh,
there's
I know what
nothing
you're
to
talking about.
I'm just.
Back to Parks and Rec for a second. Since Alex didn't seem to fully appreciate this yesterday, I bought him the hat
Mhm.
that Ben wears at his bachelor party, for his bachelor party yesterday.
And then the hat gets, like,
Yes.
transferred to everybody else, so they all have,
Exactly.
like, their own little bachelor party at night.
Exactly. The hat gets passed around, and I fully expect Alex to do that for all of those guys who were there.
I will.
Good. Starting with Frankie. Well,
Oh.
No, he
maybe
doesn't
not
deserve
Frankie,
it.
'cause
He wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also won't be here for his bachelor party, so
oh, when is it?
I won't be here. We'll be moved already.
When
Unless
is
it's like
it?
the day before the wedding. I don't know. He hasn't said anything. Anyway, that's, again, beyond the scope of what the listeners need to know. Let's see. Other TV weddings.
We could do the
Monica and
classics,
Chandler.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, always so good.
that was a good one. And
Rachel and Ross.
Eventually,
Also-
yeah, but
No, they get married in
Yeah.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
And Phoebe and Paul Rudd get engaged.
Oh yeah,
So weird.
Was it?
They get married too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because everything like starts to go wrong, but then they get married in like the alley out in front of the coffee shop, and it's snowing, and it's all pretty.
Was it Rachel and Ross who like? They remember that one time when they were making out in the hall, and Monica got super mad at them for ruining something. Was that on the engagement day?
Yeah, that was stealing her engagement thunder.
Mm-hmm.
And Charmed Piper gets married. I'm pretty sure the wedding's on the show. Anyone? Her and
yeah,
Leo.
Leo. And then they get divorced.
Cole and Phoebe get married too, I believe. But it's like a satanic demon underground wedding.
what?
Yeah, Cole
She
is
gets
the
married
source
to
of
the
all
source.
evil.
That's such a good show.
I did not know that you liked Charmed Robyn.
I watched it growing up. Yeah.
All right. Have you talked to our Aunt Lisa about it?
No.
That's
She's like
that's
the
like her
world's
favorite
biggest
show.
Charmed.
of all
really?
time. Yeah.
World's biggest Charmed fan.
No, I watched it like all the time when I was younger. I've probably seen every episode, but not like in order.
Yeah.
Just like what was on TV.
Jim and Pam's wedding on the
Oh
Office.
yeah,
You don't even.
that was a really good one.
Yeah, that was. I don't know. Like I've been watching The Office like while I do editing, so I've just been like catching a few episodes at a time. And I just actually last night when I was editing the last episode, I watched the episode when they get engaged,
Oh.
and I don't know. There's just something about the relationship that's so genuine.
Yeah.
Like they're not the like only TV couple that's like
Mm.
really like emotional like that. Like I really like Leslie and Ben's relationship,
Me too,
but
yeah.
Jim and Pam's is like very
Solid.
yeah
Yeah.
until the end. But you know
Tranquilo.
Wait, what?
they have some rocky issues.
I'm
in,
not
like,
gonna watch it. You
It's
gotta-
like either season 8 or season 9.
That, which actually started breaking my heart. I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's I liked it because it was realistic, but I was like, I really don't want this to happen.
Yeah,
Another TV wedding, which
Yeah,
wasn't
you
really a
should watch
wedding,
this
but
show.
it like was, but it wasn't. Grey's Anatomy. Like,
You know, I've
drinking.
never seen an
Mhm.
episode of.
It like
Grey's
was a
Same.
wedding. It wasn't a
It's-
wedding. It was like a.
It's no
I don't
one.
know. And like she always
It
keeps it up
was.
there in the little.
It definitely was a wedding.
Well, even after he's gone,
Well, no, she puts it away.
but it's up there when right when he dies.
Yeah.
What?
So they are going. So they have this gigantic wedding planned. Meredith doesn't want it, but Derek wants a relatively big wedding. And then their friend Izzy has cancer, and they give her like the wedding planning responsibilities to like help her have something to do. Then in the end, they decide to let Izzy and her boyfriend Alex be the ones to get married, because they all think that Izzy's gonna die. And
She makes me mad.
Was she?
so they didn't actually get married when Derek and Meredith didn't actually get married when they were supposed to. And then Izzy gets better and she leaves her husband,
Ugh.
Oh, wow.
which was a terrible move also. So then like in the middle of season 6, after that, Derek and Meredith write their vows on a post-it note, and that's their wedding vow. That's their wedding, basically. It's
cute.
yeah, I agree.
what about on House when Chase and Cameron get married, and that lasts for like half a season?
Yeah.
Good
Sounds pretty
times.
What
messed
about
up.
on NCIS when Gibbs gets married 4 times?
I thought it was only 3.
Oh, spoilers.
What?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, and like last season, there was like he had some secret marriage.
What?
Okay, but none of those
Wow.
marriages take place on screen. so-
Yeah, but still, it's
It's kind of like with Jerry from Seinfeld. He always has a new girlfriend
Yeah,
every episode.
Also, no one could ever replace Shannon, so it doesn't matter.
True.
Yeah.
OTP.
Gibbs' first wife.
trying to think if there's any other shows.
I have
How I
one.
Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
No.
I knew you were gonna bring that up.
I mean, Catherine and I started watching last night. We're just gonna go through like seasons 5 through 7, just like one episode a night.
It's probably the best ones.
There's a
Although
solid-
Marshall and Lily's wedding is a really, really sweet episode.
who is the?
Well, they do the same thing as Jim and Pam, right? Where they're both freaking out about the wedding, and they go have like a secret wedding before, like, when no one's there.
Yeah, because remember he shaved his
Right,
head.
right.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to be freaking out?
And then there was also Ted went to a wedding, one of his friends' wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he stole Victoria from her wedding.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Barney and Robyn's wedding.
Spent a whole season on
Oh,
that.
Lord.
And then Ted's wedding, his final wedding.
His only wedding.
His only wedding. Who knows shit was. I'll talk about this trash here.
You know what though? Last night when we were watching that, they put the clues all the way through the entire series. Everyone should have seen that coming.
About what?
Oh, I
Ted and
know people
Robyn?
did.
Yeah.
Wait,
no,
what?
Ted and Robyn getting together at the end.
Oh.
Like so last night the episode we watched was the first episode of season 1, and it's when Barney and Robyn, or not season 1, season 5. It's when Barney and Robyn decide to have the talk, and like DTR, and Ted is narrating the episode, obviously, so he narrates over Robyn and says, like, oh, Ted ruined me for other men. I'll never be able to love someone else ever again the way that I loved Ted, or something like that.
Yeah, because
And
he was like, I wasn't in the room, but this is how it would have happened.
Right. So, and that's the middle of the series. Like,
Right.
they had weaved everything through since the beginning. So, I'm personally a fan of the way that How I Met Your Mother ended. I know a lot of other people aren't.
It's because you
but-
barbecue chicken.
Do they ever explain why Bob Saget is the narrator and
Nope.
not Josh Radnor? Okay,
Bob Saget is just so quintessentially dad.
I guess.
No one
But
ever
like
really
I feel like he's
questioned it.
never on screen, right?
Not as
No.
far as I know.
Jane the Virgin.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, who gets married to Jane the Virgin?
Jane.
The Virgin.
Yeah.
And then they, at the beginning of season 3.
Oh, gosh.
Even I know this.
Dramatic.
Yeah, I'm very
Dramatic.
dramatic.
Yeah.
But then, wait, did she get married to Michael?
Are we allowed to
Raphael?
spoil it?
It's the cop, right?
Yeah.
But
The
then he
police
dies
see
at the
Right.
end of this season.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's after they got married.
There's a wedding in One Tree Hill.
Mm,
Anyone watch that?
True.
Did
Watched
you
it
watch
all.
that?
We've been over this. I watched
Yeah.
all of it.
I couldn't get past, like, after they got out of high school.
I just had to finish it. I can't. No.
Oh, there's a bunch of weddings in Gilmore Girls, but
I love Gilmore Girls.
I feel like I would trigger Catherine by talking about them.
No, we could talk about him.
Okay.
I mean, Suki and Jackson's wedding is really
Oh, I love
sweet.
them.
Yeah.
Um,
Richard and Emily renew their vows, which is...
that's also a really good episode.
Yeah, well, until... Like, that was the season finale of, like, season 4, I think, right? And that's when Lorelai
I think it was
says...
later than that.
That's when she says, you and me were done, and then they're not done. Yeah, because she tells Chris to go break up Luke and Lorelai.
Right. Yeah.
And then Lorelai almost gets married, like, 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gets engaged to Max, and then that doesn't work out, and then she almost...
She does get married to Chris.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But that wasn't on screen.
Right.
And that doesn't work out, and then she never ties the knot with Luke, because she is
Because
the
Rory
worst.
is the worst.
Well, yeah, Rory's the worst, and Lorelai's not far
A
behind.
mess.
You know, there was a fake wedding. There was a fake
Oh,
wedding.
and Lane and Zach, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
But Go on.
There was a fake wedding. Mozzie got married to trying to con this woman, but turns out she was actually trying to con him because they both dressed up as super rich people.
Who? What movie?
White Collar.
Oh, I
It's a
haven't watched
show.
that.
It's one of the quality TV.
That's the little guy who played the gay best friend on Sex and the City. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
He's also appeared in a couple episodes of Hawaii Five-O.
Any weddings on Hawaii Five-O?
Yes, actually. Kono, one of who actually just recently is going to leave the show due to pay cuts, got married to an ex, what's the Japanese crime family?
Yakuza.
The Yakuza! The ex, the leader of the Yakuza's son.
Wow.
But he's not. No, he was out of it. He was out of disassociated.
Then he's still got money though.
No, he doesn't. He turned himself into prison. I think that's just because like he was doing another movie or something. But he turned himself in for killing an attacker or someone from the Yakuza who tried to come and attack him.
Have you watched Gossip Girl?
No.
Someone was Gossip.
I can't.
Jane.
It was not, and you did spoil it for me though, because you told me who it was before I finished it. I was
Who
like,
is it?
seriously?
Who was Gossip Girl?
Yeah, he told me.
It's Kristen Bell. Duh. No, I'm kidding. I know who it is.
Veronica Mars?
Well, she narrates Gossip Girl.
Yeah,
she's like she is the actress who reads.
Okay.
I think Chuck and Blair get married on it.
I think so too.
I think the wedding. I don't like him.
Penn Badgley.
show.
Or is it the other one?
Oh, a real life wedding
Whatever,
that came out of a TV show was Survivor when Boston Rob and Amber got married.
Rob and Amber, yeah.
Are they still together?
I don't know. Let's Google it. Didn't they? They were supposed to have a reality show.
I
On
think
what?
they did. So there was these contestants on Survivor.
Oh, Survivor.
Yeah, and they were on the same season and they were in the same tribe or whatever. And like a lot of people, like hook up on the island because like what else are they going to do? But they like after they got off, like they stayed in a relationship, and then I think they brought him back for like another season of like couple Survivor.
Yeah.
And then he like proposed to her on there, and then CBS like televised their wedding just to capitalize on the popularity. And yeah, they were supposed to like get their own series. I don't know if that ever went through.
Oh, he finally won on his 4th time on Survivor.
Good grief!
Yeah, if he was on, I guess he was on his original Survivor Marquesas. And that is not where he met Amber. He met Amber on Survivor All Stars.
Oh, okay.
And then he came back for Survivor Heroes versus Villains. And then he finally won on Survivor Redemption Island. So maybe they didn't come back together. Maybe they did the Amazing Race together, though. That's for sure.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. Did they win that?
Probably not.
In the 3rd leg.
They got kicked in the 3rd leg?
In the 3rd leg of the race, contestants had to eat 4 pounds of meat. Mariano began the roadblock, but very quickly determined he would not or could not eat that quantity.
It was probably some like foreign meat too, not just like American meat.
Like beef.
They were in Argentina. It was probably guinea pig then.
Yum.
Yeah.
No, they did not get kicked off. Let's see, they ultimately finished in 2nd place.
Dang.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Too bad you're not first, you're last.
Well, they probably got a heck of vacations and stuff out of it.
From winning first a couple of legs.
From the
They also
Travelocity
competed.
Rowing, no.
Yeah, they also competed on Amazing Race All Stars, but they were, while they had set a new record for the Amazing Race, coming in 1st place in the first 3 legs, they were eliminated on the 4th leg of the race.
When we were looking for stuff to do on our honeymoon, there's an Amazing Race Cozumel.
Ooh,
And that
that
was
sounds
just,
cool.
Alex didn't even want that to be an option. Because we're bumps,
Yeah.
basically.
It looks like Boston Rob and Amber are still together.
Oh, good for them.
Agreed. So that's like 12 years. They got married in 2005.
I'm sure there's like a zillion other weddings in media. Like we didn't even talk about like any comic book weddings.
Oh, yeah.
But you know how those never go well. So
Sometimes they do. Sometimes.
they
Like
have-
Black Panther and Storm, they get a pretty good relationship.
Yeah, but they're not married anymore.
I don't really know that. I mean, I'm sure they're gonna do it again. Just chill with it.
One marriage it's not on screen, but is prevalent, is Fairly Odd Parents.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, it's actually at the beginning of the series, like they never really establish if they're married or not. It's
Yeah,
not
they could have been
until-
like brother and sister.
Yeah, it's not until later when I think they introduce what's the Hispanic fairy's name? The one that
Machismo. Something like that.
Machismo. That sounds right. Anyway, like he and Wanda used to be in a relationship, and then Cosmo gets all jealous because he's hitting on Wanda. I think that's like around when they first introduced the idea of them actually being married, and then of course they have Poof. So
you mean when Cosmo gets pregnant?
Yeah.
Such a weird series.
Is anybody in SpongeBob married?
Mr. Krabs has a daughter.
Yeah,
Right.
but we don't know he has a wife.
Well, I mean...
Miss Puff used to be married.
Oh, that's true.
Really? Oh, his parents.
Well,
SpongeBob's parents.
Yeah.
What do we think happened to Mrs. Krabs?
She was probably
Was there a Mrs.
baked,
Krabs?
She's
steamed,
obviously
and served
well,
with
she's
the side
obviously
sauce.
a whale.
She was
She was
obviously a whale.
yeah.
Exactly. Because Pearl's a whale.
Unless
She
he just
probably
adopted
beached
her
up.
to get the tax breaks.
He would do that.
I feel like now we need to reach out to the creators of SpongeBob.
I feel like
Do
there's
taxes
probably
exist
theories
in Bikini Bottom?
online.
Do what?
Do taxes
Taxes?
exist? Do they
That's a
exist in
good
Bikini
question.
I
Bottom?
don't know.
Because I feel like
you're
Mr.
gonna make the corrections really
I
hard.
feel,
for
I
me.
feel,
I
I
don't
feel
know
like
how
Mr.
to-
Krabs would not pay taxes. If anything, he's the person who gets the taxes.
They have roads and stuff.
The town's
But we
tax
don't know,
collector.
like...
Like, there's no mayor. Is there a mayor of Bikini Bottom?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I don't think... They never mentioned any form of structure.
There's no legislator. There's no, like...
I guess they just
There's no executive branch.
they live by the sword and die by the sword down there.
They
No
do
rules
seem to
on
riot
anything.
quite
Absolutely
a bit,
not.
though.
They have to have some form of government because they have an agreed upon currency.
Do they?
Yeah, they pay cash for their...
Yeah, but how do we know
Crabs
Mr.
got
Krabs
it.
didn't make that up?
It's like all Illuminati. Mr. Krabs version. So you know how you do, like, they have like the triangle with the eye? But it's like triangle with Mr. Krabs' eye.
It's like long.
Yeah, it's like long thing right there.
Oh, John Paul and I, when we were in Portland visiting schools, we went to this cheese shop that we found on one of those like Facebook travel videos.
Right.
And the mascot of the cheese shop is the all-seeing cheese. It's like a piece
Where's
of
your
cheese.
pin?
It's on my backpack.
All right. Well, like I said, we could probably be here like all day trying to think of movies and TV shows and whatnot that have weddings in them. But I think we covered a good majority of them. I thought it was a fun discussion.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take a break. John Paul will be leaving us, and then we're gonna come back to play some Back of the Box trivia. So stay tuned for that.
Yay!
Okay, we are back. Really quickly before we get to the trivia game, there is one wedding movie we forgot to talk about. So we're recording at my parents' house in the guest room, which is where we keep all the movies. And I was looking over at the shelf, and I saw The Sound of Music, which we totally neglected. And apparently Catherine has something she wants to say about that.
Yeah, so the very first song
No.
after...
Oh, okay.
No.
The very first song after The Sound of Music is How Do You Solve a Problem Like Maria, where all of Maria's friends are just taking a dump on her. And
Not literally.
Not literally. I assume...
I'm really glad you clarified that.
Yeah. That was really necessary, thank you. Anyway, so then the wedding scene, like an hour and a half later, what song are they singing as Maria walks down the aisle? But how do you solve a problem like Maria? And I would have stopped in the middle of the aisle to punch someone in the face if you were singing a song about how much I suck at my wedding. I am still not over that, personally.
Well, she wasn't there when they were singing it the first time, so I'm not sure she really understands what the song means. So, there's that. Also, were they... I don't remember, like, it's been so long since I've seen it, but at the wedding, are they singing the offensive lyrics, or are they just saying... Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's a different arrangement. And it's a lot more... the first version is very much, like, musical theater-y. Mm-hmm. The second version is a little bit more, like, classical... I don't know, Gothic style, I guess. Churchy, yeah. So it is a lot harder to tell that they're singing it, but it's clearly the same music and the same lyrics.
It's like one of those instances, though, where when they're doing that song, that it's only for them to know and the other characters don't know, or is she like completely aware of that?
Not from my understanding.
Sound of Music, I like the movie, and the wedding is nice.
It's a beautiful church. And remember, like, I don't remember where I was, but I was in a hotel room with my mom, and there was a special Sound of Music, like, 45th anniversary.
The one with, what's her name? Like, the live musical version.
Diane Sawyer. Oh. No, that was Barbecue Chicken, speaking of which. That was Carrie Underwood.
Right.
And I appreciate her for what she did, because she actually executive produced that project and kind of kicked off this trend of live musicals on network TV, which is really cool. I hope they start picking better ones.
I still haven't seen it.
The live Sound of Music, it really wasn't that good. Laura Benanti and Christian Borle, hands down. Oh, and Audra McDonald, hands down, the best parts of that. Stephen Moyer, who played Captain Von Trapp, he's okay. But Carrie Underwood is just not a musical theater singer. She doesn't have the range to be a good Maria. And all of the, like, pro-Broadway actors, the three people I mentioned earlier, they were just so far and away the best people for the job. Also, Laura Benanti got her start by playing Maria in The Sound of Music, so she totally should have done it, and that still rankers me.
I only know her from Goon.
Goon?
Yeah, that show with Matthew Perry.
Oh.
He was in anger management.
It's actually called Go On.
And
Good
Supergirl.
grief. Yes, she also plays
Kara's
mom and aunt on Supergirl. She's an incredible actress. She's also been doing the Melania Trump impersonations for Stephen Colbert's show. She's amazing. She's kind of like on maternity leave right now. Mm-hmm. But highly recommend everyone to check her out. Where was I?
You were writing on the
Sound of Music Live. Yeah. Oh no, this Sound of Music documentary thing. I think it was actually Diane Sawyer who kind of was leading it, but it was mostly they basically just took Julie Andrews back to Salzburg, and it showed her walking down the aisle of the church, and she's just as beautiful as the day that she filmed the movie. Mm-hmm. So. I'm a big Julie Andrews fan. Oh, and speaking of which, another movie I had thought of earlier and then forgot to mention, Princess Diaries 2, rather, when she gets married to Hector Elizondo, which would be also an incredible wedding, were it to happen IRL, although also Anne Hathaway and Chris Pine would also make a prime couple.
Yes. Those are two very attractive people.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so now it's time for Back of the Box Trivia Movie Edition, Round 4. So for those who are unfamiliar with the rules, I'll recap them. So, I've taken pictures of the backs of movie boxes, and I will be reading the descriptions that they give, while omitting key phrases. So primarily it's going to be like titles, names of actors, directors, and anything that would really, really give away what the title of the movie is. And the contestants, Brandon, Catherine, and Robyn, will be buzzing in by saying your name. Okay? You buzz in by saying your name, and then you have to give me the full title of the movie. You can omit an article only if it doesn't matter. So, for example, if I took a picture of the movie The Muppets, and you said The Muppet Movie, I would not give it to you because that's not correct.
Those are fundamentally different movies.
For example, I know this isn't out yet, but this is the only thing I can think of. Predator, the first movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and The Predator, which is a movie coming out later this year. 2 separate movies. Need the full title.
That's so hard.
So, a history recap. First time we ever played, Eugene won the game, but it was very close. Second time, Eugene wasn't there, and Brandon ran away with it. Third time, it was a close call, but Eugene ultimately took it. Now, the fourth time, here we are. Eugene's not here, so Brandon is the favorite, but I have a feeling Catherine's going to kick some ass in this game, so...
What am I here for, then?
But Robyn could also
Chop liver?
surprise us.
You say that every time.
Yeah, and then
you
I'd be
play this
terrible.
game.
Because I always think about it after someone has a phrase I hate.
Oh, I thought you meant think that you think about chopped liver like all the time.
Have you never heard that term?
I've heard it. I just never had it.
I haven't either.
I don't think anybody's ever had
It's
chopped
just like a
liver.
term.
I'm sure someone has eaten chopped liver.
All right, okay, I forgot the most important rule. All right, so if, Catherine, for example, if Brandon and Robyn both buzz in and get the answer wrong, you have to put your hands behind your head, lean back in your chair, and say, I could get used to this. If you don't do that, you don't get the point.
Okay. That's all I have to do to steal a point?
No,
I don't even
you
think-
still have to get
Great,
the answer right.
okay.
All right, here we
Oh,
go.
gosh.
Blank delivers the performance of a lifetime in this extraordinary tale about survival of the human spirit. When a blank systems engineer survives a harrowing plane crash only to become stranded on a...
Brandon.
God.
Castaway.
That's correct. Brandon on the board with the first point.
Alright, I gotta remember what my own name is.
Yeah, what were you about to say?
I don't know, I just needed to get something out there.
I thought you were going to say goat. Or
I
something.
need one of those Jeopardy clicker things.
Okay. Blank is a multi-layered examination of the 2009 hijacking of Blank by a crew of Somali pirates.
Brandon.
Oh.
Captain Phillips.
That is correct. Oh, by the way, we played at 10 points, so...
Okay.
But then we usually up going again after.
Blank is about to start World War III against a Blank. Pompous Judge Blank plays to win, but his nubile niece Blank wants to score her own way. Playboy Blank shoots perfect Blank by becoming the ball. And Country Club Loudmouth Blank just doubled a $20,000 bet on a 10-foot putt. Insanity? No. Blank. Blank, 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 and blank tee off for a side-splitting round of fairway foolishness that does for golf what National Lampoon's Animal
Catherine. Caddyshack.
That is correct.
Yes.
Never even seen that movie.
I've never seen that.
I would have never got that.
Okay.
I've seen it. It's pretty funny.
I would assume you've seen it if you have the movie.
No.
No.
He
I
goes
don't.
in the store and
Yeah.
just takes pictures of them.
Okay.
Director Blank's groundbreaking take on Blank horror has been hailed as the most frightening film since The Exorcist. When a deadly rage virus transforms the world around them into a seemingly desolate wasteland, a handful of determined survivors attempt to salvage the future, unaware that the worst is yet to come.
That could be so many movies.
Yeah, I know. Brandon. 28 Days Later.
That is correct.
What?
Oh.
What?
I've never seen that.
Oh, that's my favorite zombie movie ever. It's so good.
I heard good things
That's
about
a
it.
good
It's
one.
really good.
Yeah.
Alright. In 1946, Blank, owner of the Brooklyn Dodgers, took a stand against Major League Baseball's infamous...
Catherine. 42.
Full title?
The Jackie Robinson story.
That is correct.
Nice.
And I have seen
Is that the one with Chadwick Boseman?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now
Great film.
Now we know how he ran as Black Panther.
Harrison Ford is also in that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Alright. Nominated for 9 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Blank is the inspiring and riveting story of the real-life Blank that gripped the nation and changed the world. It had been less than a year since man first walked on Blank, but as far as the American public was concerned, Blank was just another routine Blank, until these infamous words pierced the immense void of space. Houston, we have a problem.
Catherine. Apollo 13.
That is correct. All right,
I don't
and it's
remember the
tied
number.
up.
Is that bad? Like it's Apollo.
Well, Apollo 11 was the mission that landed on the moon.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
Apollo
And then
18 is that weird horror movie that came out a couple years ago that I didn't see.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that either.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It looked kind of interesting.
And then I think the Apollo 12 actually blew up.
Yeah.
IRL.
Blank stars as blank in this outrageous comedy where the subject is always fun. 27-year-old blank must repeat all 12 grades of school.
Catherine. Billy Madison.
That is correct.
Oh,
Thought you were going to get that.
I know,
one.
because I was thinking, because I always mix up that one and Happy Gilmore, even though
Yeah,
they're like
I
not
do
in
too.
the same movie.
Well, it's because his production company is named Happy Madison. Because he did that specifically.
That's
Yeah.
confusing.
Yeah, it is.
I have seen. Why? Why would I know that?
I thought you liked that movie.
I do. I just didn't know why you thought I would know that.
All right. Experience blank like it was meant to be seen with pristine picture and over an hour of bonus content. The richly detailed saga of power, passion, and the fight for freedom boasts blank as blank, a bold blank who rallies his countrymen to liberation from oppressive English rule. Winner of 5 Academy Awards,
Catherine.
including...
Braveheart.
That is correct.
Never seen it.
Me neither.
All right, Catherine, you're halfway there. Fugitive blank partners with former cop blank in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, as they are hunted by a U.S. strike force led by its toughest fed blank, and an army of corrupt cops working for a ruthless drug king to gain their freedom with this ultra high-stakes race. They must pull off one last job in an insane heist worth $100 million.
I have to believe it's one of the Fast and
That's what I was
Furious
thinking,
movies. But I have no idea.
Brandon, Fast and Furious 6.
Okay, well, first of all, it's Fast 6.
Well,
but that's
I honestly,
incorrect.
I can't even say it because I've never seen any of them, so I'm just
Okay.
going to limb.
Furious 7.
Incorrect.
Oh, I tried.
I could get used to this.
That's like the first time anyone.
I know, I'm so happy. Do you want me to read it again so you can hear?
No. Fast and Furious 4. 4 Fast, 4 Furious.
Okay, so the name of that movie that you're thinking of is Fast and Furious,
Okay.
and that is incorrect. It was Fast 5.
This one is Fast
Ridiculous.
5. Okay. And that's the full title of the movie is Fast
How am I
5.
supposed to remember all these names of these movies? It's ridiculous.
Okay.
I mean, if you ask me, the whole movies are ridiculous. The whole thing.
Yeah, but that's the fun.
Okay.
All right. Directed by Academy Award winner Blank, Blank set the standard for edge-of-your-seat suspense, quickly becoming a cultural phenomenon and forever changing the movie industry. When the seaside community of Blank finds itself under attack by a dangerous Blank, the town's chief of police, a young marine biologist, and a grizzled
Brandon.
shark hunter.
Jaws.
That is correct.
I've never seen Jaws.
Me neither.
It's
I don't
classic.
really feel like seeing it either, though, honestly.
I'll watch it eventually. Just not a lot
It's
of
a
people I
classic.
know are ever like, oh, let's watch Jaws.
Yeah, it's
All right. Blank won an Oscar for her hilarious turn as a car-savvy fish out of water in this must-own comedy. When Blank and Blank, played by Blank and Blank, are mistakenly accused for murder on a trip through Alabama, the recruit Blank's Blank, played by Blank, a New York lawyer who's never gone to trial, to represent them before the...
Catherine. My cousin Vinny.
That is correct. That's a funny movie. Just
Never
FYI.
seen it
Never
either.
seen it.
I was thinking about it yesterday, though,
So good.
because that was Marissa Tomei, and we
Mhm.
saw Spider-Man Homecoming yesterday. So she's, it's been 20 years. She's still just as hot as she was in My Cousin Vinny.
All right, next movie. When the Blank is captured, and the president is kidnapped by a terrorist mastermind, disgraced former presidential guard
Catherine?
Blank.
Oh, Olympus Has Fallen?
That is correct.
Yes.
I didn't know it was going to be this one or the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had
had
to
to
wait.
guess.
Yeah.
All right. A riveting tale of desperation and betrayal based on Blank's Pulitzer Prize winning play, Blank, 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 and Blank shine in this powerful story set in the world of real estate. Times are tough at Blank. Blank and Blank are veteran salesmen, but only Blank is on a...
Catherine. Death of a Salesman?
Incorrect. But only Blank is on a hot streak. When the new blank sales leads could turn everything around, but the front office is holding them back until these losers prove themselves. Then someone decides to take matters into his own hands, stealing the blank leads and leaving everyone wondering who did it. Yeesh. Alright, let me start over. A riveting tale of desperation and betrayal based on David Mamet's Pulitzer Prize-winning play. Al Pacino, Jack Lemmon, Alec Baldwin, Ed Harris, and Kevin Spacey shine in this powerful story set in the world of real estate.
Catherine.
You already guessed.
Oh, well, no one else is getting it.
Times are tough at Premier Properties. Shelley the Machine Levine, played by Jack Lemmon, and David Moss, played by Ed Harris, are veteran salesmen, but only Ricky something, Romo, played by Al Pacino, is on a hot streak. The new blank sales leads could turn everything around, but the front office is holding onto them until these losers prove themselves. Then someone decides to take matters into their own hands, stealing the blank leads and leaving everyone wondering who did it. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Catherine, answer.
Glengarry Glen Ross.
That is correct. Good try. No cigar, I guess.
So I don't get the point.
No, you don't get the point.
That's an age.
Yeah. Have you ever seen it? I'm guessing no.
No.
Oh, it's very boring.
If I'm not mistaken, Alec Baldwin holds the record for the least amount of screen time for an actor who won the Oscar for Best Actor in a leading role.
To my knowledge, yes. That is correct.
And Dame Judi Dench holds the record for actress who won the Oscar for Best Actress in a Supporting Role for the least amount of screen time in Shakespeare in Love.
Okay.
Which was her third time at that point playing Queen Elizabeth.
All right, next movie. Winner of the prestigious Golden Palm at the Cannes Film Festival.
Oof.
What?
Con.
Sorry. I'm not cultured. And nominated for 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Blank stars blank in blank's classic film of a psychotic New York cabbie driver driven to violence by loneliness and desperation.
Catherine. Taxi. Driver.
Yes.
Taxi's the one with Queen Latifah and
Yes.
Jimmy Fallon, isn't it?
All right. Sex, money, power, drugs. Brace yourself for an outrageous true story from legendary...
Wolf of Wall Street.
That is correct.
Wow. Alright.
All right, Robyn, still not on the board.
I haven't seen like the majority of these movies that you've said, so I feel like that's unfair. I'm just saying.
Sorry. All right. Blank returns as Blank and faces his ultimate nemesis in an action-packed life-or-death battle that takes him to modern-day Blank. Vulnerable for the first time and pushed to his limits, Blank confronts not only a lethal samurai steel...
Brandon, the Wolverine.
That is correct.
I still haven't seen the movie, by the way.
It was barbecue chicken.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that it was better than X-Men Origins, but I've never seen it, so I can't say that for sure.
Although I'm pretty sure it marks the last time Famke Jensen is in X-Men.
No, she was in Days of Future Past.
Oh, was she?
Mhm.
Oh. I'm not a fan of that X-Men trilogy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we talked about that.
yeah.
Okay. Blank creator Blank delivers his signature boundary-pushing humor in the outrageous comedy blockbuster critics are calling hysterically funny. Blank is a grown man whose cherished Blank came to life as a result of a childhood wish.
Brandon, Ted.
That is correct.
Oh, I would have gotten that one. I've actually seen that.
All right, score update here. Brandon has 7 points. Catherine has 8 points. And Robyn has a goose egg. All right. Everyone is buzzing for Blank, the hit comedy from creator and comic icon Blank. Ambitious young worker Blank soars out into the world with the high-flying pollen jocks in search of nectar and adventure.
Brandon, the B movie.
That is correct. And Brandon ties it up.
It was too fast.
I hate how much I knew, like, automatically.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
from the first couple of words, I'm like, this can't be it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was buzzing was like the third word.
Yeah, but then I was like, I kind of thought that, but I'm just like, no.
All right. When Blank, played by Blank's latest contraption, accidentally destroys the town square and rockets up into the clouds, he thinks his adventure...
Oh, Catherine!
Ooh,
It was him.
Okay.
Claudio with Chance of Meatballs.
That is correct.
I actually knew, but I didn't say it. Are you
All right.
writing down his score?
Oh, yes. Wait. No, I think I did.
No, he's 9 now.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, we're on game point now. Robyn still doesn't have any.
I really want to win.
Who knows? This might be her comeback right
I really
now.
doubt it.
Wait, if this was her comeback, do you have enough movies to keep going
Yeah,
right
I
now?
do. Alright, from the Academy Award winning creators of Blank comes an epic undersea adventure filled with
Catherine.
magic.
Finding Nemo.
That is incorrect.
Robyn. Finding Dory.
That is correct.
Why didn't I say Finding Nemo? Why would that be in a store right now? It's okay, because Robyn got it, not Brandon.
Alright. From the revolutionary minds of Blank and the acclaimed director of Blank comes a hilariously uplifting adventure where the sky is no longer the
Brandon.
limit.
Up.
That is correct.
I hate that movie!
Brandon takes it. But it's okay. We've got bonus round. So, game is over. Brandon does win.
Oh my
but
god,
we'll
that's how Matt Ryan feels.
Alright. In an epic adventure directed by Blank, a Blank raised in the jungle by a family of Blanks.
Catherine,
embarks-
the Jungle Book.
But is it the original or the
No,
remake?
it's the 2016 one.
Yeah, you're right.
I literally keep forgetting my name, you guys.
Alright. Blank must overcome a deadly Blank, fierce water demons, and an enchanted maze, only to find himself in the cruel grasp of Blank.
Catherine. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
That is correct!
Yes! Oh my
Oh, that
god.
makes so much sense.
Yeah.
I just watched that with you. That was the last one we watched, right?
That's the one when it really started getting dark for me. And I remember I was
Literally.
watching with my mom,
The
and
cinematography
yeah,
completely just drops out.
That's the worst one.
Yeah.
By far.
I disagree. My mom really likes it.
Okay.
I remember I was watching it. I thought at some point my mom was going to take me out of the theater because it was just too dark. But she was so like engrossed in this movie. Like literally, one of my favorite things about my mom is that she never will admit it, but she loves pop culture and nerd stuff as much as I do. You have to get her into it, but she'll love it.
For almost 2 decades, Blank has been an explosive worldwide phenomenon, and now the most iconic villain of the series is back, and he hasn't grown softer with age. Even the complete obliteration of his physical form can't stop the galaxy's most evil overlord. After years in spiritual purgatory, Blank has been resurrected and plans to take his revenge on the Blank of Earth. Facing off against Blank's powerful new form and an army of 1,000 soldiers, Blank and Blank must reach new levels of strength in order to protect Earth from their vengeful...
Resurrection F.
Full title?
Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F.
That is correct.
I would have never guessed that. Ever.
Yeah, same. I never would have been able to get that.
Well, I originally took these pictures when we were doing our Oscar prediction special, and I knew that Michael was going to be there, and he's a big Dragon Ball Z fan, so he could have been in contention.
Wow, so you're saying you...
No, I knew... Never mind.
Why do you know anything
that
from
sounds
me?
a lot like rigging to me.
Yeah, a little bit.
Since she was a little girl, Blank has been taught that monogamy isn't realistic. Now a magazine writer, Blank lives by that credo, enjoying an uninhibited life free from stifling, boring romantic commitment.
Brandon? Trainwreck?
That is correct. Seriously?
I
Come
had to
on,
think
guys.
about it.
I only
like
saw
that
that movie
movie.
one time.
Me too.
Me too.
Still don't know how I feel about it.
It wasn't that good.
It was okay.
I think Inside Amy Schumer is better. But I'm pretty sure that show's over now. Because she got too big.
Literally or physically, or metaphorically.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
God.
I'm just asking.
Oh my god.
Metaphorically,
Terrible.
wow, I'm gonna clip this part and tweet it at Amy Schumer.
Okay, one of the most celebrated movie series of all time comes to a thrilling conclusion in the last chapter of Blank. Blank stars as Blank, who began her journey fighting to survive the brutal Blank and rose to lead the rebellion against...
Brandon.
Catherine!
The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2.
That is correct.
Why am I here?
Alright.
It's not too late, Robyn. You still have time to run. Not in your wedding dress right now.
Alright. Ride into the danger zone with the 30th anniversary of blank, leading a phenomenal cast including blank, 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 and blank. Blank stars as blank, the young, in-your-face U.S. blank with a need for speed, a lot to prove, and even more to learn. Forever ranking with the best action films of all time, blank remains a high-octane adrenaline rush certain to take your breath away.
There's so many blanks in that.
Catherine. Days of Thunder?
That is incorrect. Oh, man. All right. Ride into the danger zone with the 30th anniversary of blank, leading a phenomenal cast.
God, oh my,
Leading a phenomenal cast including Val Kilmer, Kelly McGillis, Anthony Edwards, Meg Ryan, and Tim Robbins. Tom Cruise stars as Maverick
Brandon.
Young.
Top Gun?
That is correct.
Never seen it.
Yeah, I can see why she get upset about that.
Okay, I guess she's done. How many more of these do we have?
He's gonna guess them all now.
There's a bunch. We've come too far to stop now.
No, that's terrible. That's terrible.
Dude, I mean, we can stop if you guys want to.
Okay, we'll do 2 more.
Okay.
2 more.
Alright. Blank and Blank, aka the hugely popular comedy duo Blank and Blank, star as Blank and Blank, 2 cousins who live in the city but are far from streetwise. When Blank's beloved Blank is blanked, the hopelessly straight-laced pair must impersonate ruthless killers in order to infiltrate a street gang and retrieve the purloined Blank. But the incredibly adorable Blank becomes so coveted that the fight over his custody creates a gang war, forcing our two unwitting heroes to take the law into their own hands.
Oh my gosh, starts with a K.
Okay, well, you also have to buzz in if you want to
Robyn.
guess.
Oh, I don't remember how you say it. I can spell it, I think.
Okay, I'll accept that.
Is it Keanu?
That is correct.
Oh, God.
Oh, nice
What do you
one.
say it?
Okay.
Keanu.
You didn't know?
No, I was thinking about that, but
I got it!
But because by the time you said the gang war and their adorable thing, I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, it has to be Keanu.
Yeah, and the adorable thing got me.
I actually didn't see it.
I was expecting it to be a lot funnier.
I'm back.
You missed Keanu.
I wouldn't have gotten that.
Okay.
I haven't seen it. But yeah, I was about to flip the table. So, I had to walk away.
Literally or figuratively?
Literally.
Did he ever tell you about that time 2 years ago for his birthday? He was having this Monopoly game going on, and people were just kind of going in and out. So eventually, I came in at at some point, and then
all the properties were bought already.
Yeah, and then he just wanted the game to keep going, so I just came in, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna lose. And I got a bunch of money back, and he got so...
he landed on free parking. It was the first time he'd been landed on all game.
And
wow.
he was just so oh my god. But I was so happy. I was telling him the other day, or actually I think yesterday.
It was,
Friday, yeah. If I had died that day, I would have died happy. I would have just...
Alright, next movie. The blank lets guests experience the thrill of witnessing actual blanks, but something ferocious lurks behind the park's attractions.
Catherine. Jurassic World.
That is correct.
Yes.
How did you know it was that one and not Jurassic Park?
Because, again, it's only movies that are going to be in the store right now.
I bet you could find Jurassic Park in the store.
Probably. But it'd probably be in, a box set.
Maybe.
So it'd be a different descriptor.
Alright, do you guys want to keep going or no?
Well, I won the last point, so obviously I won the game. So we can stop now.
It's definitely not how it works. But majority rules, what do you guys want to do?
I'm satisfied. Either way, I'm good.
Alright, let's do a few more.
Okay.
Alright. Blank received his first Best Actor Oscar nomination in Blank for his captivating performance in this hilarious, disarming, and timeless film for dreamers of all ages. All 12-year-old Blank wants is to be big, but when his wish is granted
Catherine.
beyond his... Yeah.
Big.
Yeah.
Okay.
I messed up on that one.
Okay. Oh, speaking of which, happy birthday, Tom Hanks.
Yes.
I love you. Wish you were my dad.
Alrighty. Academy Award winner Blank stars as an ex-drug lord fighting to escape his violent, treacherous past in this action-filled tour de force from acclaimed director Blank. Sprung from prison on a legal technicality by his cocaine-addled attorney, played by Blank, former drug kingpin Blank stuns the local underworld by vowing to go straight. Dedicated to making a change, he reunites with his former girlfriend, played by blank, and rekindles their romance. But his dream of a legitimate life is undermined at every turn by ruthless former associates and even deadlier young thugs like blank, played by blank, who are out to make a name for themselves. Despite good intentions, blank's misguided loyalties and outmoded code of honor plunge him into a savage life-or-death battle against the relentless forces that refuse to let him go in this powerful crime saga.
Wow.
Have I seen this?
Not that I know of. Maybe, I don't know your life. We haven't seen it together, I know that much. Alright, let me start over. Academy Award winner Al Pacino stars as an ex-drug lord fighting
Brandon?
Oh.
Scarface?
That is incorrect.
Oh.
Fighting to escape his violent, treacherous past in this action-filled tour de force from acclaimed director Brian De Palma. Sprung from prison on a legal technicality by his cocaine-addled attorney, Sean Penn, former drug kingpin Blank, played by Al Pacino, stuns the local underworld by vowing to go straight. Dedicated to making a change, he reunites with his former girlfriend, played by Penelope Ann Miller, and rekindles their romance. But his dream of a legitimate life is undermined at every turn by ruthless former associates and even deadlier young thugs like Benny Blanco, played by John Leguizamo, who are out to make a name for themselves. Despite good intentions, Blank's misguided loyalties and outmoded code of honor plunge him into a savage life-or-death battle against the relentless forces that refuse to let him go in this powerful crime saga.
Catherine. Kings of New York?
That is incorrect.
I just don't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, the right answer is Carlito's Way.
Oh.
I would not have got that.
That's a
even know
great
what that
movie.
is.
Well, I just told you all about it, so...
Well, I know, but never mind.
Oscar winner Blank and Oscar nominee Blank are a dynamite duo in this outrageously funny comedy from the director of Blank. Uptight FBI special agent Blank and foul-mouthed...
Catherine. The Heat.
That is correct.
Oh, that's a good one.
Does anyone know what the 2 Oscar nominated / winning movies are?
No.
Sandra Bullock finally got hers for The Blind Side. And
right.
Melissa McCarthy was nominated for Bridesmaids, which was one of the first pure comedy movies to receive a acting nomination in decades, I believe.
Alrighty. After a failed global warming experiment, a post-apocalyptic ice age has killed off nearly all life on the planet. All that remains of humanity are the lucky few survivors that boarded the Blank, a blank that travels around the globe.
Brandon, Snowpiercer?
That is correct.
I never saw
I still
that.
haven't seen it.
Thanks, Alex.
Okay.
Is this more rigging?
No!
Do you guys watch that movie together?
Not together. We saw it together.
Oh, I have seen it?
Yeah, we watched it together.
Well,
I don't remember that, but okay. I watch a lot of movies with you, okay? Like,
I feel distinctly disadvantaged here as the only person who doesn't live near you and get to watch movies with you all the time.
We've watched more movies together than I have with either of them, so...
Carefree Alex.
Okay, whatever. Alright, ex-military investigator Blank leaps off the pages of Blank's best-selling novel and onto the big screen in the explosive thriller that critics are calling taut, muscular, gruff, and cool. When an unspeakable crime is committed, all evidence points to the suspect in custody who offers up a single note in defense. Get Blank. The law has its limits, but Blank does not when his fight for the truth pits him against an unexpected enemy with a skill for violence and a secret to keep. Okay. Ex-military investigator Blank, played by Tom Cruise, leaps off the pages of Lee Child's best-selling novel and
Catherine.
onto...
Jack Reacher?
That is correct. Alright, this will be the last one. In this charming, critically acclaimed tale of rumors and reputation, Blank, played by Blank, an average high school student, sees
Catherine. Easy A.
That is correct. Alrighty, so main round score was 10 to Brandon, 9 to Catherine, and 1 to Robyn. And then in the bonus round, Brandon got 5, Catherine got 7, and Robyn got 1.
I got 2 at least.
So you guys tied in terms of total points, but Brandon won the game. So, yeah.
Rigged. Fake news.
Okay, well, that was fun.
It was fun.
Alright, so that brings us to our final segment of the show. It is, of course, the ABC... No, not the ABC's of Geekdom. It's Fan Fic Fights, a.k.a. the Kevin segment. This week, I think, is going to be really interesting. It's going to be a battle of the hackers. So we have Cisco Ramon from The Flash versus Donatello from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Wade, who doesn't have a last name, from Kim Possible, and Izzy Izumi from Digimon. So this is going to be not only how good they are at hacking, but their combat in battle as well.
I don't think that's fair.
No, I put thought into it, and it can definitely be done.
Okay,
So,
okay. If you
suck
say
it up.
so. What do
So,
you mean suck it up? I haven't even chosen anybody yet.
Catherine, I will let you pick first.
Wade.
Okay. Robyn,
Cisco.
Brandon.
Donatello.
Okay. Then I will do Izzy.
I actually almost chose Izzy.
Yeah.
But
All right. One of you guys can pick. Let's go first.
All you need to know is that in Kim Possible, A Stitch in Time, they go into the future. Wade is jacked. He's gonna win.
It's a Stitch in Time.
A Stitch in Time?
Yeah.
Did I say Stitch?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Lilo and Stitch movie.
so he went from the guy in the chair to
Yeah.
Yeah, Wade is jacked, and he has all this futuristic tech that he invented. Plus he's got Jim and Tim, who are also jacked, by his side. So even though that future doesn't exist, we still say that Wade is going to be jacked in the future, which is now. We're living in the future.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's right. When did Kim Possible end?
A solid 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Probably.
That was a good show.
Probably longer, because I think we got cable in 2007.
And it was already done.
And it was already done.
So Cisco not only is a hacker, but also has powers. He has visions, so that's pretty cool. Also, he has like a whole team when it comes to the physicalness, the battling. He has like the Flash team, and then when it comes to the hacking, he can always go hit up Felicity and be like, "Hey, yo, help me," because their teams basically like do everything together. Not really, kind of. Yeah, he's super. And when it comes to combat, he's really good at making all these cool weapons because of his awesome smartness. So he can outsmart anybody by making some weapon that will take away their power or override, like, be greater than what that person would do to them.
You go next. All right. So, Izzy. So I got confused with Metabots, okay? Sue me.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was appearance.
No, Izzy is the, like, nerdy member of the original Digidestin.
Mm-hmm.
He has great skill with computers. He uses that in the digital world all the time to, like, open buildings and stuff. And, that's all well and good. And keep in mind that, like, in the original series of Digimon, he's, like, 10, 11, something like that. And then in season 2, when they have the new batch of Digidestin, but they still follow the original Digidestin, where they're like older, like Joe is in medical school, even though he's probably only like 18 or something.
Well, in other countries, you
Yeah,
don't go to undergrad. You
that's
go
true.
straight to like a tech school.
Yeah, so by then, Izzy is even smarter and would know even more about hacking. So he's definitely a prodigious hacker. And of course, he's not skilled at combat himself, but he has his partner Tentamon, who digivolves into Kabuterimon, who digivolves into Mega Kabuterimon. And I know that
I'm glad you remembered that.
I know way back, like in like the early episodes of the podcast, we talked about the difference between like red Kabuterimon and blue Kabuterimon and like Hercules Kabuterimon and all that nonsense. I won't go into that. I'll just leave it at Mega Kabuterimon. But he's a Mega Digimon, an Ultimate Digimon. And he's got like electric powers, and he's like this giant scary bug who could definitely crush a turtle, and he could definitely crush a big jacked guy, and he could definitely crush Cisco. So that's all you really need.
Well, that's a pretty convincing argument. But I think Donatello would win this fight, because Donatello, he's one of 4 brothers, and I don't know if that's really fair, calling on Izzy's Digimon, because if that's the case, then I could call on the other 3 turtles.
Well, she called on Jim and Tim, and she called on Flash. So
so let's just say, I get to call on the other 3 turtles. Even without them, I think Donatello would still take this, because aside from his martial arts capability, which he's extremely skilled in with the bow staff because he was taught by Master Splinter. He is also extremely capable both with hacking and using technology, as well as learning new technology, as whenever aliens come into the storyline, he's able to quickly adapt and study the technology. And also whenever they get pushed into the future, he's able to also learn the capabilities of that technology of that timeline as well. And he's also creating new inventions and new weapons and systems. So I think it would be enough to at least hold down Mega Cuppeterimon at that point. And also with Cisco, just a little bump with the staff, I think it'd be a pretty good thing. I don't think that would need a fight. I think Cisco would just get really excited over the fact that he's talking to a giant turtle. And they would just kind of like forget fighting. And Wade, I think the same thing would happen with Wade too. Like, I think they would just be really, really enamored with the whole fight and be like, nah, I don't want to fight. Let's just take pictures and hang out and be cool.
Yeah, that is an interesting concept. Because maybe they would all just want to hang out.
I feel like, yeah, no fighting necessary. Just like geek out over computers. Be like, oh, check out this new model I have.
Plus, Izzy lives in Japan. Donatello lives in New York. Wade, actually, you never really find out where Wade lives because I don't think he's even supposed to live in Middleton.
That was always my assumption.
I don't think so. I think he's supposed to be like halfway around the world or something.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. I don't think he's supposed to live in Middleton.
But they have to be like close to the same time zone because like he's always awake when she's awake.
But like it's always dark in his room though.
Also, a lot of the time Kim is halfway around the world.
I guess.
And Cisco lives in what city?
Central City.
Central City. We got 2 real places and 2 fictional places. But yeah, could very well be that they all just want to sit on a G-chat session and talk about Spider-Man Homecoming.
Probably, actually.
It's possible.
I think we'll call this one a no contest.
Well, if you agree with that assessment, then be sure to let us know by sending an email to abcpodcast92@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you, regardless of how you feel about the fight. But that is it for this very special 64th episode of the podcast. So, really quickly, you can follow me on Twitter at AtariAlex. You can find Brandon on Twitter by going to my bio, and his username is in there. You can also find Robyn and Catherine on Twitter. Actually, you know what? I think this might be the first time that we've had multiple people on the show, and you can find everyone on Twitter. Well, more than just the 3 of us. Like, yeah. Yeah, anyway, you can find Robyn on Twitter. Go on my timeline, look down for a cat meme, and that she'll be tagged in that. And Catherine is at Haters Gonna Kate. It's like Haters Gonna Hate, but with a C.
And you can find John Paul at Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
On Twitter at JPCorrejo2378.
Really?
2836.
Yeah, that's right.
Might be.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's actually just J Correjo. Oh no, he does follow me back. Alright. He was about to get slapped.
Yeah, and then we all have Snapchat and Instagram.
Actually, I don't think I have Catherine on Snapchat.
Oh, you should definitely. It's the same as mine.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
It's Twitter, yeah. It's my consolidated media brand.
Except for Instagram.
What?
Nothing. Alright, oh yeah, while you're looking at my bio to find Brandon, you can also find links to our YouTube and iTunes pages and subscribe to both so that you never miss an episode. As of right now, the plan is to not have an episode go up next weekend, although that could happen depending on how ambitious Brandon gets. But I won't be a part of that, which would be a very interesting project. But I'll leave that up to him. Anyway, so yeah, subscribe so that you don't have to worry about coming to check if there's going to be an episode or not. It'll just pop up in your feed, whatever feed you choose to use. We'd also really appreciate if you could leave us a review on iTunes or a comment on YouTube to let us know how we could do better. You could tell us you want Catherine back more often, or wish Robyn and myself congratulations on our marital bliss, or whatever. So, yeah, that is it for this episode. So thank you all very much for listening, and we will catch you all eventually.
Bye.
Peace out.
Bye.